Hey, everybody out in YouTube land. I'm going to talk to you about. I had a busy weekend, uh, not just garage sales and estate sales. We did all kinds of stuff. I'll talk to you a little bit about that. I'm going to start off with just telling you, my wife is my inspiration. She does things that just amaze me. Um, she was in contact with a parent. I think it was a parent, grandparent, somebody on Friday, and she had said she'd go to a game of one of her students from last year, and she hadn't gotten to it, and so they contacted her and let her know that they were down to their last couple games, and so she's out getting her hair cut at the time, and I get a message, you want to go to a softball game? I said, sure. Who's playing? And she tells me it's one of her students. We go, and I didn't know if I'd seen any of mine or not, but I saw one of mine was on the team too from this last year. But the fact that she'll drop everything and go see a kid that not even her kid anymore. The kid's off, going to be in middle school next year, not her student anymore. But the fact that she does that and she'll drop things just for a kid, and it amazes me that the way she does things. And I do some of the same things, but she seems to go over the top with it. And we go to football games, we go to softball games, we've been to basketball games for her students and mine. It's just but the things that she will do for her kids. She's at school till 6:30 every day after school, either for activities or trying to catch up so she's ready for the next week. I think 4 out of the 5 days she's got things going on with kids during the school year. And one day she's trying to catch up and get her stuff done. And so she's there. I don't stay there that long. I have things going on a couple days a week with the kids. Even on Friday. By Friday, I'm ready to hit the road. As soon as the kids are out of the building, I'm waiting for the principal to say it's time to go, and I'm flying out of there. She's still there till 6:30, taking care of kids that are in robotics or gifted and talented or whatever she's doing that day. And I just can't say enough for her and for all the teachers that are out there that just go above and beyond. You're not required to stay till 6:30. For us, our contract's over, I think, at 4:15. So basically, she's putting in 2.5 hours extra every day, and what she's getting paid. I mean, I think for one of them she's getting like $400. One of them she's making like $500. She's putting in a lot more hours than that. It's not the pay is not equivalent to what she does. But she's an amazing woman. I can't say enough about her. Hopefully she'll watch this video. Let's talk about a couple of things with the yard sales. I was out yard selling. I got a message on my phone on Facebook. I go to Facebook Marketplace. That lady had a GoPro up for less than 10 minutes, and so I message her right away. I'm like, as soon as I stop, as soon as I'm stopped when I check my message, but I messaged her right away. She didn't respond, and finally I said, if this is still available, I'm interested. And she just said it's not available. But that was like 2 days later. But that just drives me crazy. I think what happened was she realized that she priced it too low, and so she took it off, and she'll wait a few days and put it back on. It was only $50, and it said it worked. So, but it'd be nice if we got a response from some of these. That's the frustrating thing is, you just need to get a response. If I'm a seller, when I'm selling, I try to respond. I take it down as soon as it's sold, so I don't get more messages. But the people that have, so I'll put in the chat or something, hey, this is already sold. Thank you for your interest. And that way they get the message back. But yeah, I am looking for a GoPro. I'd like to take it with me, do some things with it, but I'm not paying full price. That's why I'm in a thrifting game. I'm too cheap to pay full price. But I'll find one that's worth it, or I'll go out on YouTube and get one. But I would like to do some things with a GoPro. Some of the things I found, I was out yard sailing and didn't find a lot. I had part of the problem with this. Seems like I'm always busy on the weekends. The last 2 weekends before this one, I had family reunions to go to. This weekend, my high school football team, we had a get together. We had a special team, very special team, won state championship. We were like, we got the best defense in the state of Oklahoma, if not the nation, for this playoffs, because in 5 playoff games, including the state championship, we allowed 2 points total. So they're doing a video about that. He's going to get it monetized, and I don't know if he's looking at TV or if he's looking at YouTube or what, but I was part of something special, and we got together, and a handful of us came in, and we discussed the season and talked about different things and about what happened and get kind of a game by game progression. And it's kind of cool to be a part of something that just, I don't want to give my age away, but more than 30 years ago, it's still being talked about. So I went and visited with some of those guys on Saturday. I didn't do a lot of yard sailing because of that, and so I think it was worth it. Whatever we make from that, as far as the players that were there, we're donating back to the Wolf Boosters, which is the group that helps out with buying things that the athletes need and things like that. So all that money is going back to them. I'm not receiving a penny from the video. The guy that's making it is receiving some money for it, which, he's done a lot of work on it, so he deserves that. But it's that's something that, to me, it was worthwhile. Plus, Mom's going through cancer treatment. She had her last chemo Saturday, and I went by and wanted to visit with her a little bit after that. So it was a busy day, even though I wasn't doing anything with reselling. But I did go Friday, and around here there's not many on Friday. There's some, maybe on a good weekend, 50% of them are open on Friday. But this weekend there were, I think, 5. I'm looking at my little cheat sheet. 4 of them that were open, and ended up buying from 3 of those 4. Some of them not very much. Most of them not very much. They weren't the best garage sales, but I found what I could. And then I went to the estate sale, and I had a gift certificate, so I used that. Pretty happy with what I got. Didn't do as well. One of the things around here, this is a small town, a bigger town for around here, but we're like 19,000 people in this town. Then there's towns out near here that you can go to, but you got to pick and choose which garage sales you go to, especially early on, because to me the best time, most of them start at 8. If there's one that starts at 7, I'm there, but 8 to 9 is the best time, because other people like me are out there picking them, and you get the best stuff from 8 to 9, in my opinion. At 9, it goes downhill, and by noon, I very seldom find something after noon. So, and a lot of times the ones that are Friday, Saturday you're not going to find something, because a lot of people are out Friday looking. And during the school year, I can't. I'm at school, so I am going on Fridays, but maybe this weekend I'll have the weekend completely off from everything else, and I can go Go. Plus, I want to go to the farmers market down here. It's open from 8 to noon on Saturday only. And I know last year they had some good stuff, but you got to get there early. So my thought is I'm going to go hit the ones that I think are going to be the best between 8 and 9, and then maybe go on until about 10. About 10, I'm going to hit the farmer's market because you get there about 11, and you have people steal your peaches. And that's another story, but she didn't really steal them. She just grabbed them before I did. But I was asking about the price, and she grabbed them. But that was the other day. That's not a big deal. She was a nice lady. Offered to make me a peach pie, but I'll see if I run into her because I kind of like the sound of that. But anyway, back to what we got this weekend. First garage sale I went to. The lady wanted, for 2 items, she wanted, I can't remember, $8, I think. I said, would you go 5? And I said, yeah. I committed one of the cardinal sins of garage selling. I had not gone to get change. Usually I have 1s and 5s, and it depends on how much I have, but I usually have 1s and 5s, at least $20 in 1s and however much in 5s. I had 3 1s, and the rest were in 20s. I just gone through the ATM, and I was trying to hurry up and get things done, and had a lot of things to get done that day, and so I didn't stop. The bank wasn't open yet. My bank wasn't, to get change. No, they were open when I went through, but they were backed up. So I just said, ATM is where I'm going, and get on my way. So I get out there, and I bought, let's see, let me find it here. I bought this. Doesn't have price on it. I don't think she had prices on any of her stuff. And I bought this. This is a Rival grill. This is a Sony docking station. It has the remote. It's in the bag. I ain't got enough hands to get it. But it got those 2 things. I pulled out. So I had 3 1s. I didn't know how many 1s I had, honestly. I was thinking I had 5, but I forgot I spent a couple. And so I said, you got change for 20? And she said, yeah, I do. And she said, well, how many 1s you got? I said, I got 3. Said, I'll take it for 3. I ain't getting change ever again. I'm going to get those kind of deals. So I get both those things for $3 total. So that was out in a little town called Plainview. It's not really a town. It's a school. It's basically what it is. But it's out of town, and I went there. There were 4 listed. I went to 2 more that I found on the way that weren't listed in the paper. Both kind of duds, just honestly. Not a lot for reselling. If personal stuff, there was plenty of stuff that if you wanted it, you could get it, but not a lot for reselling. Went to another one where they had a sign for it, but they hadn't set up yet. I don't know. Went to the second one, and let's see, that one. The second one was on my list. I went to, and they had a lot of stuff that was high priced, but not a lot I wanted. So I got this bat. It's an Easton bat, softball bat for youth, 29-inch, 19 ounces, light as a feather. But I cleaned it up a little bit and put it on eBay. I do pretty well with bats. I haven't looked at it to see how much I'll make, but I should do okay. But that's the only thing I found that was really worth it. They had some higher prices, and you know, I don't mind dickering. If it says 10, I think it's worth 7. I don't mind asking for 5 and meeting in the middle at 7. But when I think it's worth 7 and it's marked at 25, that's just it's high price scared me. All right, my cheat sheet over here. The next one I went to, this one almost cost me a lot of money, and I'll explain that one in a little bit. Found some Xbox games, nothing major. What is it? Mass 3, Mass Effect 3, Far Cry 3, a couple of Batman games. Nothing worth big bucks. I should make, I don't know, 25, 30 bucks on these. Bought a couple of things. I committed another major sin on there. I bought a couple of Christmas items. This one I bought, which if it's in good shape, it's worth a few bucks. But I didn't look. When I got to the car, I realized, oh, this flag's gone. Oh, this flag's gone. I'll either use it as decoration or I'll put it in my next garage sale, flea market, whatever I do. Did find another one that's pretty nice. It's a Disney Main Street Magic Kingdom Collection Main Street Emporium. This is the front of that. It's in really good shape. It also has the light that goes in the back that she said works. I didn't test it out, but I like this one, and I ended up paying $14 for the video games and the 2 Christmas things. So that I should make up pretty good on. I wish I wouldn't have bought that one that was broken, but I got to look better. I got to, but I was distracted. The reason that one almost cost me could have cost me a lot of money, is I need a new wallet. I discovered I've had my credit cards fall out, but I catch them and put them back. But this time I went to get out my money, and my credit card fell to the ground. And so I went to the next yard sale, and then I went home, and barely get to sit down, and the bank calls, and I'm like, it just says local number, and so I'm like, I don't know who this is. I'll answer it. So I answer it, and it's the bank. They said you lost your card. This lady called and said you left there. Do you want to cancel it? Or do you want to just go get it? And I said, I'll go get it. I mean, I hadn't been gone very long, and she had put it up, and she said, I promise you I haven't used it. A little nice old lady. And I said, it would be kind of dumb if you did, because then you called the bank, and then we talked about that I know exactly who did it. So I said, yeah, that would have been dumb, but I'm not going to cheat somebody. I'm making money here for me, but I'm not going to cheat somebody. I said, well, honestly, it's right before payday. I said, there's not going to be much money in there right now, but there might have been tomorrow. But we laughed about that a little bit, but she gave it back, no problems. Very nice lady. I'm glad I did business with her. And but I got to watch that and be careful with that, because it would have been hard for if somebody got it that wasn't so honest to just go in and clear me out. And if they would have waited till the next day, I would have had my monthly paycheck from being a teacher, and it's not that much, but it's all I got, and would have had problems with the bills. And so I'm glad that she was honest. It could have been a lot worse. And when I go out shopping today or tomorrow, whenever it is, I'm getting a new wallet, one to hold my credit cards, because what happened is it's an older wallet. It's worn out. The credit card things got stretched out from having more in it, and then I took some out and it didn't shrink back, so it's kind of loose. So they'll fall out if you're not careful. It had it happen one other time, but it fell out my truck. So I'm just gonna get me a wallet before I have a real problem. Then I went to the last one. It was a dud. But I kind of thought it was gonna be, because it had open at 11, and 11 o'clock around here is kind of late for a garage sale. I've never seen one like that, but he didn't have a whole lot there, and just wasn't worth it. I mean, I got out, I looked, and I thought, man, the parking was no parking in the front of the house, but you had to go on the sides, and so I go there, and I noticed people walking up, and they were walking back real quick. So I kind of knew that that's a sign. If somebody's walking up and just turn right around and walk back, you're not getting much there. But you always look because you never know. But he just didn't. He had a bunch of junk that was torn up, and it's like, man, if you're gonna wait till 11, you got to make sure you got something worth selling. But that wasn't his thought. But that's all I got at the yard sales. And then they had a big estate sale. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I still didn't sell it all. And I still got a lot of good stuff. In fact, I was offered to go back and take a look and get some more stuff. I wanted to, but I don't know if I will. I've got enough stuff right now on eBay for the week, and I don't want to get piled up on eBay. And he's got another yard sale or estate sale this next weekend. So I may hit that, but I planned on going every one of the days, and it just didn't work out for me. So Sunday I said I got to go, and my wife went to the first estate sale she's ever gone to, and she said they had a lot of good stuff. They had fossils, like a big clamshell fossil that she loved, but it was like, after the half price, it was like $150, something like that. I don't got no place to put it. I'm not getting it. A lot of cool stuff. And I told her, keep your eye out. You see something, let me know. I've got a gift certificate. It's $50. We can do it. I end up spending I can't remember, 59, something like that. But they were nice about it and said, you know what? We'll just mark this as 50. We're good. So I was pretty happy about that. One of the things I got, and I was asked about these, I got yearbooks. This particular one is from 1950. From Classen Senior High School in Oklahoma City. It does have writing in it. They've autographed it and things like we've been doing for years. It's funny to look at some of these. Some of the things. It really has been swell knowing a good guy like you. That's some of those things kind of crack me up. The differences in times. Well, what's that? He's got some extra papers in here that I'll look at. Little personal notes, I think. Track. Apparently he's a trackster. Newspaper clipping. Kind of interesting. But as I'm buying it, the guy asked me, one of the people who works there said, I've seen people buy these. Why do people buy yearbooks? I said, I'll be honest with you. Some of them, I like to look at them, but then I'll put them on eBay and I'll sell them on eBay. And he said, you make pretty good money there? I said, they're long tail things. They'll be there for a while. But, I make decent money at them. I paid, this is marked 10, so I got it for 5, a little less than 5 because she marked some things down. But I'll sell it $20 to $30 depending on how good a shape it's in. This one's in a really good shape. So anyway, I'll sell that one. This one has some papers in it as well, but it's 1951 from Putnam City High School. and it's got a directory in it. This little thing. It's got everybody's addresses back then. Oh, you wouldn't want to do that now, would you? Here's something. The wrestlers are all topless, except for the big guy and the coach. They're not topless, but it's interesting to see these. This one does have a picture cut out, which will lower the value a little bit, but 1951 Putnam City. It's not something you'll find every day, but you find people that are looking for it because they lost their yearbook, whatever. Here's an older one, 1948. It says the best years of our lives. It's the Orbit. Don't know what school that's from yet. Let me find it. Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City Comets, looks like. I don't know what the school is for sure yet. But Central High School in Oklahoma City, it says. From 1948. So that's an older book, as you can see, and it's pretty cool. It was 10, so I paid a little less than 5 for it. This is from 1949. It's the Orbit. I'm guessing from the same school. It's a little different. This note says Classen High School, Oklahoma City. And it's got his little diploma in it. Let me get that where you can see it. Then he's got 22nd annual banquet of the Combs Pet Club from Classen High School football team. That's kind of cool. From that old, in good shape for being that old. They had a ping pong team apparently, and badminton team for the girls. That's pretty interesting. Here's another sheet of paper here. Fourteenth Naval District. Going from San Francisco to Honolulu. It's his papers. That's pretty interesting. I mean, for being that old. There's some more papers in here. His invitation for the junior-senior prom. Lots of luck to a swell guy. That's not the same vocabulary you hear at the schools I'm at anyway. 1952, the Pioneer. Stillwater, Oklahoma. I look at these. I just like looking at them, seeing the differences. The football players, no face masks. Pep clubs and just different things in there. They're interesting, but I end up getting 5 of these. This one's 1952. So getting the yearbooks from the 40s and 50s should be worth a few bucks. Also picked up a dud. I couldn't get a signal. And so I thought, what the heck? It's free money. So I picked up these Olympic medals. They're cool. They're from JCPenney. If you can see them, I like them. Caught my eye. Said, what the heck? Paid $8, a little less. And turns out I can sell them on eBay for $3. Hopefully I do better on the yearbooks, make that up. We'll see. Also, I got a place in my heart for Steins. I don't know why. This is an Avon Stein. Handcrafted in Brazil. I don't know what it's worth. It's got a guy fishing on it. That's what caught my eye. And a guy hunting on the back. Love my fishing. But, you know, I like the signs. Marked at 8, so paid 4. Should make my money back on that one easily. My favorite thing I got, this caught my eye. It's a little entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. Little slot machine. It was marked at 30, paid 15 for it. You put your coin up here on top. And I've got the handle here, but it's broke. But I might be able to fix that. Do that. You spin it, see what you get. And then coins come down here. There are some coins in it. I haven't looked at that yet. But it's made of wood. But I'll work on that and see what I can get out of that. And I think that's my haul this weekend. Hopefully make a few dollars. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'm going to make a video here in the next couple days. I'm coming up with a plan to, I want to do some nice things, some good things. And it can be in the community. It can be out of the community. It can be all over the nation. It doesn't matter. I just want to do some nice things with my YouTube channel, and you know, some pay it forward type things. I was watching things called What the Hales, and they bought a storage unit. Well, they buy storage units. Bought one for this lady because her son had died, and she didn't have any of his stuff, and she couldn't get it from him because she wasn't on the lease, so it had to go to sale. And so he bought it, and with the intention of giving it to her, and it just made me feel good and made me think, you know what, I need to do more. I do some things, but I need to do more and maybe get my YouTube subscribers involved and so they can see what's going on and maybe take some donations and just do some things paying it forward. You know, I don't want it to be I don't want to give one person $10,000. I'd rather give, you know, if I did the math right, 100 people $100, and you can make a difference in somebody's life with just little things. And it doesn't even have to be $100. I mean, buying somebody their meal at lunch can make a difference. You know, I don't know about you. I've gone through some times where, you know, somebody buying my gas would have been great because I was just, at that time I was broke. I remember when our kids were little, there'd be times when, you know, our son would get sick, our daughter would be sick, and we're taking them to the doctor, and it's a few dollars every time, and it added up, and we had extra money planned, but it can be eaten up real quick when you got kids. And, you know, maybe help somebody, and not necessarily know that how much you're helping them, just randomly help people. Random acts of kindness is what I'm looking to do. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to start videoing that and doing some of that once I hit 1,000 subscribers. So it's a long road to go. I got 995. I'm going to do a video about some things that I have planned for that. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can monetize it and put some of that money back to people that it could help. Because if you help one person and they help one person and they help one person, pretty soon you got a lot of people getting help. And I think that's what would happen in a lot of cases. If I help somebody then they're going to feel the need to help somebody else. And somebody asked me one time, what about those people that say they need help but don't? It don't matter to me. I'm not doing it because I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting the people. I'm doing it. Some people are going to do the wrong thing no matter what you do. You do it out of the kindness of your heart and you feel better. You can't get upset because it kind of ruins the whole process for you. And this is a battle I've faced. Why should I do something nice for somebody that doesn't deserve it? Because I've given people money and seen them go right down to the liquor store and buy a bottle. And that bothers me. I gave you money because you said you needed it. You don't need that bottle. You need groceries. You need gas in your car to get to work. You don't need a bottle. And it's bothered me, and it's to the point where at times I've said I'm not giving any more money to anybody. But you got to get over that. You got to be, you know what? I did it for the right reasons. What they chose to do afterwards, I can't do. I can't worry about that. That's something they're gonna have to deal with God, because it's beyond my pay grade. But I'll do something nice for somebody and hope it's for the best. And really, I think 9 out of 10 times is for the best. You can't look at that one time and say, you know what, they ripped me off. And that's why I'm not going to do it necessarily for people that are asking for it. I'm going to do it randomly. And I may hit some people that don't need it. I may hit some people that really need it. But I'm going to do random things where it's not a, oh, please give me the money kind of thing. Because a lot of those people, they're looking for a handout, not a hand up. And so it's going to be, the things I want to do are random. So, and I'm a teacher. I love kids. A lot of it's going to be helping kids. So I'm just going to be honest with you. But anyway, help me get to 1,000 subscribers. And we're going to make some good things happen. For now, I'll see you later. Good luck with your reselling or whatever you're doing. It's June, end of June. I got another month before I have to get back to work. We're going to have a good time. All right.